We're sitting down with author Laura Ridman to talk about her latest work, Lucky Ruby. Now, the basic idea I get here, Laura, is that this book was put together to bridge this divide that this country is seeing for the first time, at least in my lifetime. Tell us a little bit about what inspired your book, Lucky Ruby.
Well, what inspired it is, like you said, it's a book about a little girl who celebrates both Hanukkah and Christmas. She's raised interfaith, so her mom is Christian and her dad is Jewish. So it's just about to teach kids tolerance and respect about we all celebrate our faiths, family traditions differently, and that's okay. That's okay. We just need to be respectful and just remember that, our common thread is family and love, and to just embrace that.
That is such an important takeaway, particularly during the holiday season. Mm-hmm. Now, what was the writing process like for you? Have you written a book before?
No, this is my very first book.
Wow.
It's been on my bucket list, so I'm really excited about it.
So what was that process like then, going from a concept to the finished product?
Well, it was so fulfilling. And I have to tell you, it started off a bit sad. I had been a full-time mom, stay-at-home mom for 17 years. And last year, my daughter went away to college, so I became an empty nester. And I knew I was going to be sad, but I didn't handle it well. So I became very, very blue. I missed her tremendously. And I did fall into a depression about it. And I just felt like I lost my identity, my purpose. What am I going to do now? Kind of a thing. And my husband would try to say, what about this? Or you could try that. And I'd always be very, very dramatic and like, no, it would not be. And so, before we became a family, I had owned my own flower and gift shop. And then I did public relations. But that was like 20 years ago. And, back then the internet was just coming out. So it's a whole new ball game now. So I felt like I had no skills, nothing to offer. And I just was having a big pity party. And my husband one day came home and said, you have always talked about writing a children's book. You should do that. And I'm like, So that piqued my interest. And I took a course that helped me craft my idea. And when I would think of what can I offer to the world of children literacy, I thought of interfaith because it's loosely based on our own story. I'm Christian and my husband's Jewish. And we raised our daughter interfaith, and we feel like it enriched her life. She's very open-minded. And when she was little, there was literally one book that I found because it was just very underrepresented. It's a little bit more common nowadays because a lot of the Jewish faith, about 40% from my research, has married outside of the faith. So it's a great option. We celebrate more of our similarities, my husband and I, than our differences. And it's worked out great for us. So I feel like interfaith couples can raise a child with both. You don't necessarily need to choose. It's worked out wonderful for us. So that's what gave me the idea. And after a year, a publisher picked me up and everyone's happy in the Ridman household again. So it happened. My daughter left me is basically how this all started.
Representation like this is so very important because it makes it the norm. And it's so important that we all realize that there is so very much more that connects us than divides us. And this is a wonderful story to share exactly that concept. So you were inspired, you took something you knew from your own life, turned it into this children's book. How has the response been so far?
The response has been so positive. And in fact, on my launch day with Amazon, I received the honor of top seller for my hardcover, softcover, and ebook. And then I was also awarded the gold seal from the Mom's Choice Award. So it's been great. And it's even taken me down a little bit of a different road that now I'm doing some speaking engagements for my journey as an author, empty nester, how to raise a child interfaith. So not only have I checked this off my bucket list now, and I'm doing something else. So it's been a great, fun, crazy ride. I feel so much more fulfilled, and it's just been wonderful. I'm so glad I did it.
Now, Laura, if our viewers out there, they want to pick up their own copy of Lucky Ruby, how can they do so?
Well, you can follow me on my social media website, Laura Rittman Books, but the book also is available anywhere online that you purchase your books, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Bookshop, where have you.
Gotcha. And as always, we are going to make sure all the links you need to purchase your own copy of Lucky Ruby this holiday season, or to connect with Laura for more information on her writing journey. It's all going to be available after the show today over on 9and10news.com.